Tucker. I live in Venango, Nebraska, which is in the southwest corner of Nebraska, right on the Colorado border. And no-till farmer for about the last 20 years. And farm, got a lot of different crops, a lot of diversity: wheat, corn, millet, sunflowers. Now we've started adding peas into our farming rotation and started introducing cover crops. I don't look at cover crops as cover crops are a different animal for me. I look at them, I love diversity, and the more I can throw into it, and I know green cover sells a floor mix. Basically what that is all the seeds that fall on the floor, that's what I buy, because I want massive diversity into the cover crop mix. And and then really we're so new into cover crops, and I'm still learning as to what grows out there, what doesn't in these arid environments. So we're still in the learning process. Long ways to go yet. About 3 or 4 years ago, we saw the market was saying, yellow field peas is something that we can grow in western Nebraska. And there was a lot of interest in it, but the biggest question that we got was, what do we do with them? And so now the markets are starting to show up. And so yellow field peas was a big thing. So a couple years ago, we said, we need to start a seed company, because nobody's growing them here. We had to import them from North Dakota, which gets very expensive. It makes our costs huge. So why can't we provide yellow field peas as a seed for people to grow? And so we started growing yellow field peas as a seed crop, but it's also grown, and it's now, looking at the markets of things in our area, these are one of the profitable crops versus corn or wheat, and in the traditional manner of the high input costs that go into it. So these are making a great addition to the farm to keep things viable. Field peas are very similar to how we handle wheat. And wheat is a huge crop in our area, so field peas are really easy to do as far as planting them. 3 bushels to the acre. We want a good, dense stand of peas because they don't fight with weeds very well if you do have weed issues. So we want a good, dense stand of peas. Inoculant is very important. Pea inoculant, you need to make sure we double inoculant for guys that have never done it before, because the rhizobium that is going to give you the benefits of the nitrogen are not there. And so inoculant, get the peas seeded, get them in early. But we have planted peas later, and they yield too. It's an amazing flexible crop. It works good at the higher altitudes that we're at in the west. They take advantage of the early rainfall that we get in the springtime, and then it turns hot. The biggest struggle we have is when peas are flowering and it's hot in the summertime. If it hits right in those times, then you start to lose yield a little bit. But they're a pretty durable, versatile crop. It's been a great addition to the rotations on our farm. And farms in the whole arid west from North Dakota to Nebraska.